Hi, what's up guys? I'm Hans. Today I'm going to talk about how to love English. Many students, including my past self, are not interested in learning English. We do not like English classes, we do not like to do English homework, we even do not like our English teachers. Well, in a word, we hate English. My English was poor enough before I was 30 years old. Yeah, you are right, I'm 31 years old now. I decided to learn English just 1 year ago. And though I'm not there to say my English is good enough to deal with every situation where English is needed, at least I'm not afraid to face them, especially now that I found the methods to solve it.
我们遇到什么困难也不要怕，微笑着面对它。
Just like now, which is the first time I can speak confidently in front of a camera because I have found a native speaker on the internet to collect my speech. So don't worry, all I speak today has been collected. No grammar mistakes. Why we do not like English? First thing is to figure out why we do not like English. Someone said because we are not good at it, so we do not like it. It seems this is true. We do not like things that we are not good at. But we can still find someone willing to challenge themselves, even though we know it is sometimes hard. Ruling ourselves on our curiosity, we may still want to acquire the skill, right? A skill such as speaking English, there's no doubt that everyone wants to get this skill. So what is the truth? Why is it that sometimes we want to learn it, and sometimes we don't like it? The secret is below here. Let's see this graph. When facing different pieces of knowledge, we have different levels of understanding. When we are facing knowledge which we are quite familiar, we are in the comfort zone. When we meet the knowledge that we are extremely unfamiliar with, we are in the panic zone. Between these two is the zone that we call the learning zone. We've always heard some chicken soup authors telling us to jump out of the comfort zone, but they didn't tell us not to jump into the panic zone. If you don't understand, jump out of the comfort zone but stay in the panic zone. It would be a disaster for you. Not only may you learn nothing, but also lose all the interest you have to learn new things that are in the panic zone. So this is the secret of why we sometimes cannot stimulate our interest to learn English, just because the English learning materials are too hard for you. How to stimulate our interest in learning English? The only way to stimulate our interest in learning English is to choose the learning materials that is just a little bit difficult than the level you are in. If your level is so-called I, then you should choose the material that is I plus 1. Do not choose I plus 10 that will scare you, or I minus 10 that will bore you. This is the famous I plus 1 principle, introduced by Stephen D. Carlson in his comprehensible language input hypothesis. How to know what your level is? There are many ways to evaluate your levels. Checking your vocabulary, taking some exams, or estimating how much real learning time you have accumulated. In my opinion, if you have spent 2,000 hours in learning, your score will be around 6.5 on the IELTS or 550 on the CET6. When you are in this level, you can use English for work or live in the English-speaking world without problems. But still, learning will not stop until the end of life. It is just a periodical target that we call acquisition. Many students may be confused. I have learned English for more than 10 years. I think I'm far beyond 2,000 hours. But why don't we feel that my English is good enough? This will be the next topic that I want to share with you. What is the real English learning time? How to calculate? How to manage the time of learning English? If you don't know, that is the reason why you learn for 10 years but you are still not good at it. So that's all for today. Let's review what we have learned. The reason why we do not like English is that we choose the wrong learning materials. The way to solve this is to use the I plus 1 principle to choose the suitable materials. Finally, we talk about how to estimate our level, and we first learn an important concept, 2,000 hours. Next week, We'll talk about how to manage time to accumulate 2,000 hours of English learning time. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next week. I am so proud of you.